Hey, here we go. Hi there. So this is new to me. I've never done this before. Not quite like this. I'll do little videos where I take Instagram and I'll be walking and I'll be talking. However, this is very intentional. This has a purpose. So, in fact, I'm going to be doing this on a daily basis. So here we go. This is going to be a longer one. Hi, my friends. My name's Christopher. I'm here today because, well, I found my life's purpose. I've gotten crystal clear on who it is that I am, what I am to do, and even how I am to do it. I love humanity, and I love this planet. And I aim to be a transformational power upon this planet. I have dreamed about this and dreamed about this for years. What could this possibly look like? Well, it's had a couple different versions. For those of you who knew me in Portland, you knew there was a version up there. It's been rebranded, my friends. And it is time for the next version to be born. So I'm excited to introduce to you Forests of Unity. And in Forests of Unity, we are starting, of course, with the seeds. The seeds of unity is where it all begins, my friends. I'm going to be looking down here because I have a little guide. It's not words, it's more just like some references. We're planting the seeds of change, my friend. What might those seeds look like? Do you have any ideas? I would love to hear. I know I have ideas. I would love to hear what you have to say. Seeds of Unity is about starting with small actions. What I am developing right now is a framework. And within this framework, one of the core parts of it, the core pieces of it, is from micro to macro, from micro to macro, from macro to micro, from micro to macro. It starts with me, and it's not about me. What we are doing is first taking upon the mantle, the yoke on our shoulders, becoming more capable, becoming more wise, becoming more empowered, becoming more aware, becoming more persistent in a loving way. And through that, we are showing up in the world with consistency and a steady sense of determination. And in that, we change. And we change the world around us. My friends, it does not have to be a dystopian future. It can be a harmonized, beautiful creation. Utopia? I like protopia because that implies work, that implies movement, that implies it's going to be a continuation. It's going to be something we have to continue to work at. It's not going to be a one and done. There is no moment where it's complete. No, we are going to continue to evolve. And the only way to do that is to acknowledge first and foremost that it's possible and that we are not there. We got to start where we are and we got to move towards that. And that starts with me, and that starts with you, and that starts with your friends, and that starts with your families. It starts micro. We look at ourself Hey, Christopher, how you doing, man? Shine that light back on yourself. Do you really think this is the kind of life that you want to live, man? By doing these small things within ourselves, micro to macro, by doing these small things within ourselves, we start to change. Our habits start to change. And then as our habits change, those are seeds, and it compounds and it ripples, and all systems are such. All systems are as such. On every level, we start with us and the little seeds that we plant in ourselves. And then we spread those seeds, and 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 they compound, and it becomes a garden. It becomes a forest. So, you might take a little time to look at yourself and ask what the seeds that you're planting do for you, and what they do for your friends, and what they do for your family, and what they do for your community. What is the fruits of the seeds that you plant, my friend? So this moves into unity principles and action, or unity principles. We'll just call it that, unity principles. Unity principles and fundamentals. There you go. So unity, unity, understanding, nurturing, integration, transformation, and yield. Understanding, we don't just jump into a situation to change something. We start with ourselves, right? We'll do micro. We don't just jump into it and go, oh, no, man. You got to watch, you got to observe, you got to understand yourself. You got to see why you do the things that you do. You got to see your why. And that is the why you do what you do. And that's the why for what you want to do. You got to see your why. So that's understanding. You got to dig deep. Nurturing. You got to dig into yourself, and you got to pull out the mess, man. You got to. I know by doing that with myself, I have been blessed many fold. And then you take care of the things that you want. You nurture them. Yeah, you give them the love, the supplies, the resources that they need to grow, to become stronger, more stable, more steady. And then they integrate. You integrate them. And it becomes more dynamically entwined with everything that you are, your whole life. You start to change your thought patterns, and at first it's connected to certain events and certain people and certain things. And then after a while, it starts creeping into all aspects of your life, for the good and the bad. Transformation. You start to transform. You become a different person, not just in these certain circumstances, right? Through integration, you start to transform. You start to show up differently in the world. You start to act in fundamentally different ways. You start to have different fruits as a byproduct of what you do. And so we come to yield. Yield. You yield a different kind of value to the world. You yield a different kind of fruit. You bring something different to the world than you did before. I'm very passionate about this, as you can tell. Now, inside of these principles, these are the guiding principles, so to speak. I have developed a framework and what was the other word that I used? I love this word too. It starts with an F. That's okay. I have developed in this framework, fundamentals. I have developed the fundamentals. So within the fundamentals, we have, actually, you know what? We're going to pause for a second on that. First, what I want to describe to you, my friends, something that I have not, and I didn't do a very good job of outlining it here. So we have That's interesting. That's going to be kind of hard to talk about without a document. That's okay. I can do it. So we have Forests of Unity, my friend. Forests of Unity is the overarching organization. I actually have it right there. Forests of Unity is the overarching governance system, essentially. It's a new world. It really is. New world order. Oh gosh, no. No, my friend. Not like that. It's time for a beautiful world. We can do it. So to create that, we start with the seeds. Seeds of Unity is a leadership development framework. It's all about grassroots empowerment. It's all about encouraging, empowering, uplifting, connecting, facilitating, equipping individuals first and foremost to step into these roles of leadership for themselves. And then from Seeds of Unity, we step into our roots. And we root down into unity. So we have Roots of Unity. And Roots of Unity is kind of a network. It's a movement, really, that is based off of starting initiatives and pulling together collectives and collaboratives. So by rooting in this, or by planting these seeds, in these different areas, that's another big part of the Seeds of Unity, is that seeds can be cast. So it's a hub concept. It's a community hub, a regional hub, bioregional, etc. And it can be adapted. It's an adaptive framework that can be put in different places wherever it's needed. And from there, it starts to take root. And as it takes root, it entangles, it intertwines, it integrates, right? Understanding, nurturing, integration, transformation, yield. We can use that framework for this. It integrates with the local community. And as it integrates with the local ecosystems, we'll just put it that way, as it integrates with the local systems, it starts to transform it, right? Because people then start to really come together. So you have people who have transformed, and you have organizations, you have communities, you have governmental structures, you have businesses that are transforming, and they come together under these principles. And these principles and this framework, it's not just about these as ideas. There's actually structures and tools and applicable processes that again yield value. Right? It's about, it increases our quality of life. You can make more money with it. You can have better effects on your personal life, your personal well-being, your family, your community, okay? So it takes root, right? And then from taking root, it starts to come into fruition. It sprouts and it comes forth, and you get these trees that are growing, and after some time it starts to develop into a canopy. So you have the canopies of unity. And within the canopies of unity, now canopies of unity is the next step, right? And Canopies of Unity is all about transformation, 100%. And Canopies of Unity is a movement to build initiatives. So it's all about just, we're starting initiatives. We're starting, what are they called? Not collaborations. That's okay. We're starting initiatives. We're starting these projects. Initiatives are bigger than projects. They involve projects. So cohort, that's the word I was looking for. We're starting cohorts, we're starting initiatives, we're starting these pieces of the movement, and we are rooting it, right, in our experience of these communities and these networks that are coming together. And in the rooted in unity, a big part of it is going to be a collaborative, collective kind of model of businesses, businesses really coming together. And that'll be like a circular economy. The contractor will hire the landscaper, who will hire the contractor, and they'll hire the housekeeper and the real estate agent, and the real estate agent will hire the contractor and the project management company, and you get the point. And so it creates again, win for everybody. So again, now back to Canopies of Unity. In Canopies of Unity, we start to really develop this umbrella, this covering approach. And in Canopies of Unity, the core initiative, the launching initiative, is Trunks of Unity. Understandable. For those of you who know, it's a rebranding of the 4 pillars. And the 4 fundamentals of Trunks of Unity are food sovereignty, empowered communities, holistic well-being, and resourceful living. So food sovereignty is all about, hey guys, we just got to grow food everywhere. We got to grow food in a way that is it's holistic as well. So holistic well-being. We got to grow food everywhere that's good for everybody, not just the people, man, but the earth. So I'll give a real world example of that. There is a program here in Coos County where I'm residing, where the DHS building, the local DHS program, is supporting an initiative for local farmers to bring food straight to a refrigerator at the local library. And it's just free. Just come and get food. Now, these farmers are getting paid through grant funding and sponsors and stuff like that. Come on, we could be doing that everywhere. We could be doing programs like that everywhere. So food sovereignty, really, really big one. Empowered communities. So this is all about people finding a sense of purpose and place in person, right? In people, right? In themselves and their relationships to land, people, place, etc. Holistic well-being. I like to use the term modality convergence. So essentially, it's time to it's time to transform, evolve the idea of what well-being means and how to heal. Because it's different for everybody. Let's just be real. It's different for everyone. Everybody's healing journey needs something unique. Not everybody is going to be able to use the same tool to get the same result. And then we have resourceful living. And resourceful living is all about resource redistribution. It's all about resource reallocation. It's all about resource transformation. So it's like educational, it's like tools and materials and the equipment and the experience and the skills and the teaching. It's like, imagine you want to build something, right? You're like, your 13-year-old son or whatever wants to build something, right? And he's got this cool idea. So he goes down to the resource center. A resourceful place is what it's going to be called, I think. I'm open to ideas. He goes down there and there's all of these materials, right? So like all the plastic that we have been using, not anymore, by the way, and that we have been using, it's getting all shredded up and it's getting turned into beams, 3D printers, right? Or turning it into whatever you want. So he can build whatever he wants out of this. And he learns how to build and he learns how to do mechanics and he learns carpentry and he learns farming and he learns. I gotta pop my neck. Oof. Okay. So, cool. So here's the thing, my friends. This isn't something that one person can do. This isn't something this isn't something that one person can do. I can be a torchbearer. Yeah. And I am, and I'm going to continue to be. You better believe that. However, I need your help. I really do. I mean, I'm going to do it anyways. You can't stop me. However, for this to really, really take root, for this to really happen, we need to come together. We need supporters. We need people to step up in their roles of leadership, first within themselves and then within their community, their family, their friends. We got to step up, people. We have to. There's no other way for this to happen. It's not going to change itself. No one's going to come and save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to. Otherwise, what? What, you want a dystopian future? I don't think so. And I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, well, it's not possible. I don't think it's possible. Yes, it is. Step up to it. Embrace it. And be the change. Be the person you want to see in the world. You can do it. You are worth it. I will help you. I will provide you tools. I will provide you feedback. I will help you figure out your why, and I will help you formulate a schedule of discipline around that. I will run with you every morning if that's what it takes, man. I'm doing it anyways. Okay, so man, I'm obviously, you could tell, I'm really excited about this. So I really want to get people involved. So the first thing that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start hosting events. So I'm going to be doing online events and in-person events. So I'm going to be doing a coffee shop little thing every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. This might shift. We'll see what feedback I get. I get it. Some people don't like to be up this early. So I'm going to do a coffee shop every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I'm living in North Bend, Oregon. There's a little coffee shop called the Tin Rooster right at the bottom of Sherman Hill, right across from Liberty Theater. You can come and see me there, 8 o'clock to 9:30. And I'm going to be doing a 30-minute social time. People can connect, have their coffee, and then a 30-minute workshop. And then after that, it's going to be a 30-minute kind of mastermind session. And we're starting the micro to macro. And the theme of this week is command your essence. It's all about you taking command of yourself, right? And then I'm going to be planning fundraiser events. I've already got a couple community members who have different businesses and stuff like that I'm going to be connecting with. And then I'm going to be doing digital events, like I mentioned. And I'm going to be pairing digital events with the weekly workshop. So I'm going to be doing a digital workshop basically every week. And that's going to be a little bit less about masterminding and stuff like that. And that's just going to be like, I got some good gold for you. Here you go. Let me download this for you. So I'm really excited about that. Stay tuned to that. Check out the Facebook group. There'll be all sorts of events posts about that. And I'm going to be on here on YouTube daily. I'm going to be daily talking about this stuff. So yeah, start small, start small, like clean up your neighborhood, clean up your house, clean up yourself, take care of yourself, right? Take care of your garden, and we'll grow from there. We really will. Yeah. So in conclusion, micro to macro. It starts with me, and it's not about me. And my friends, the only way to do it is to do it together. I love you so much, and I am truly excited and inspired for this chapter of life.